Hello everyone, welcome to the 6th episode of Debugging TV Frames program. You can type your questions during this episode. If I can't answer particular questions now, I then post answers on the website debugging.tv. During demonstration, I also quickly discuss some topics such as on this list. Value passing and register use, breakpoint execution commands, WinDbg pseudo-registers and scripting, passing data between breakpoints, platform-independent commands. I also show you how to log window messages and module load events. First of all, I already have WinDbg running, and I want to attach it to the running instance of Notepad so I can log all window messages. So I attach to that process. Here it is, invasively. So resize a bit the window for better viewing. So I now open a log file. Then I fix and reload symbols. So far so good. So next, what I need to do, we need to switch to the first main thread. And then we do KV. And because we have a 64-bit notepad, we need to resize window to make it a bit wider. So what we see a message loop here, and Windows main function repeatedly calls GetMessage function. And so here we are interested in messages posted to a notepad thread message queue. So we want to log all window messages here. So first of all, we just want to know where we put our breakpoints. So we take the return address and disassemble it backwards, and also disassemble it forwards. So what we see here, so backwards we see that before we have this call, we see parameters passed in registers, and just I quickly remind you that GetMessage. So here's a function prototype of GetMessage Windows API function taken from a MSDN documentation. On the Windows x64 platform, the first parameters are passed via registers, and I put these registers In comments, there are RCX, IDX, R8, and R9, and because the third and the fourth parameters are unsigned integers, they are 32 bits, so they are passed as double counterparts of registers R8 and R9. So that's why you see a D letter to the right of R8 and R9. So we go back to WinDbg, and so the address of the buffer to get message information, the buffer will hold message structure, MSG struct. So the buffer, the address of that buffer will be in ICX register. So obviously what we need to do, so we need to put a breakpoint after the call. So we think about this. So after the call, so obviously this address, so after the call we have comparison instruction. So after the call we suppose that the buffer will be already filled with data such as handle, window handle, message, and two window message parameters. So we put breakpoint at this address, and then go switch to Notepad, and we immediately have a breakpoint 0 hit. So let's now inspect the buffer which address is in RCX register. So we use dp command, platform independent, and we see all values. But if you have ever seen window messages, then you would suspect that something is wrong, because handles are never in such format, and messages, window handle and window message, something is wrong. So let's now double check if everything is correct and put another breakpoint before we call GetMessage. So let's put another breakpoint at this address. So now we have two breakpoints, and let's do go. Now breakpoint 1 is hit. So let's inspect ICX. What we see that the address is quite different. If we look at registers, we see that the address is quite different, and buffer. So previously the address was this one, and now it is this one or this one. And we see that window handle now makes sense, and window message ID is also in the usual range. They are not big anyway. And then we have Windows parameters, and also what we see, if we type all buffer in double words, we would see window message window handle, window message, two message parameters, timestamp, it is 32-bit, and then mouse mouse points like X and Y coordinates. They are also double words, and that they also make sense. Here's again the structure. So all makes sense now. So we see that we need two breakpoints. Actually, when you have breakpoints hit, just a bit of diversion. So if we go, we see that when we hit breakpoints, we don't have any register info, so we have to type manually. So in order to display register information, when we have any breakpoint hit, we can use this command. So it's prompt allow plus reg. So now any hit, you see any hit displays, shows all registers of interest. So let's repeat again. So the first breakpoint hit before calling WinGetMessage function, we have the correct address, but we need data only after we call this function, and the buffer address is incorrect. So what we do here, so we need, obviously we need to get data from, so we need to somehow to pass the correct address, the buffer address, to the point when we have the second breakpoint hit, so we could examine all data. So to do that, we employ pseudo-registers. So I clear all breakpoints now. And now we redefine breakpoints. So the earlier breakpoint so let's now check. So the earlier breakpoint, this one, before calling GetMessage function, we supply the following command to be executed when this breakpoint is hit. So this is, we set the value of a WinDbg pseudo-register T0 to the value of ICX register. So we use, usually we use that symbol when we query any registers or normal registers or pseudo registers, just in order to avoid querying symbol files. So whenever this breakpoint is hit, the value of ICX register is saved in T0 pseudo register. So we have this breakpoint. So and now we redefine or set the new breakpoint. So here, because when the second breakpoint is hit after execution of GetMessage function, so here we want to print structure fields. So we use .printf command. It is similar to C or C++ printf runtime function. So what we do here, we specify format string, but because we use the second quotes, we put them in like this, / double quotes. So what we now type, so we type handle to window pointer or 64-bit value, pointer size value, then message, pointer size value, then w parameter, and then l param, also pointer size value, and then we need actually specify addresses. So we take the value of pseudo-register, reference it, and we need actually not the value, the address, but we need its value, the value that is stored at this address. So we use another command, pointer, this command. So it fetches the value stored at this address, at the address that is stored in T0 register, pseudo-register. So, and the second parameter is stored at +8 offset, but it could be also +4 on 32-bit system. So we actually add another, we use another pseudo-register, its pointer size, its PTR size, and we also reference it. So, and then we advance the pointer a bit more, and then again for L param, so we add multiply by 3 for the last param, and then what we need to do, actually this is all for printf, and then we use another command .echo, is just to put a new line, and then we continue, go. So hope I typed all without any mistakes. So now we double check with the list of breakpoints. Looks like we have correct. So and now we are ready to go, and we see all messages that are coming to application thread, notepad thread message loop. You see there are different window handles, different messages, different parameters. We can now go to notepad. We see that in background we have all this appearing because we move mouse. We can even go and launch notepad. If we launch or we launch about notepad dialog box, and here we also notice module load event. So Windows brand DLL was loaded. Then we dismiss, we go back, and we break. So scroll a bit, we see that module load event. So this is always demonstration. So on the slide, I put this pattern that I'm also going to blog about it. This pattern is called event state management. So you can try yourself with such useful scripting. And here are commands that we used. Actually, I switch back and I close the log. So now So here again is a new add WinDbg command. So there are few trainings this month. So again, thank you for watching this episode. Please later check out the slides and recorded video from debugging.tv. The next episode is scheduled for the 3rd of February because of training sessions during next 3 weeks. Thank you very much again. See you later. Bye.